Oh my gosh. So I'm looking a hot mess. So that's the reason why I'm in my avatar. I'm actually trying to get ready to wash and condition my hair. And I'm trying to get ready for an amazing event that I brought some ladies on my show to talk about. So remember the ladies that I brought on earlier this week? So basically, the event is this weekend, and the event is called Beauty. Beauty is Me, and I brought the creators from it, and it was amazing to have them on. And since then, I had some other guests come on. So I did some replays this week, and then, of course, I had uh, a relationship and communication coach and Ken Canyon come on. He's also an MTV star. He talks about that. He talks about his TV series that he's in, and what's the concept behind it. It was really cool. He gave some relation advice and everything. So this week was pretty good. I'm very excited about it. So anyway, come on in here, guys. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here. Share this video with your friends and family. And of course, if this is the first time that you're actually coming on here, please help my channel grow by hitting the subscription button. It really means a lot to me and everything. So come on in, come on in. All right, so share this video. I'm getting ready to share it right now. So if you see me click out for a second, that's because I'm sharing a video. Mindful of like the comments or remarks that you make and everything, because my demographic ranges from young impressional minds, and of course we're all impressional minds, and then of course up until like 80 something years old. I know I got a wide range. How about Oh, I'm so sorry about that, guys. I was talking with my hubby. We were talking about coffee and all that other good stuff. So, hey guys, I want to thank you guys for going live with me yesterday. I had a really cool guest come on yesterday. His name was Ken Canyon. He is a uh, communication and relationship coach. He's also known for being on shows like Decisions Are Never Black and White that's streaming on Tubi TV. And he's also in an MTV show as well, which is pretty cool. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're like, where is she going? What's going on with her? My husband, it's a coffee drama that we got going on here. It's an inside coffee joke. But I hope that you guys are answering the poll while you guys are coming in. Uh, the poll is pretty cool. So I was watching this show. I was looking for shows that were similar, like the show that Ken Candy came on. So I was looking for shows that were similar, just to kind of, just I like to do stuff like that. But anyway, in doing so, Netflix suggestion gave me Soulmate. So I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch Soulmate, or if you watched Soulmate, or if you even know what I'm talking about. So I'll explain real fast what it is. So Soulmate basically is a series that talks about what if. So basically, it's about, I don't know if it's scientists or who came up with it, some kind of, I don't know. I'm still trying to get the concept of it. But anyway, there's a test that you can take. And you take this test, and basically you find out whether or not, or you find your soulmate based on this test, and they do it through science. So they're given these scenarios of these people who are actually married or in relationships with the people who they fell madly in love with. And now they take this test, and now they're conflicted. They're like, okay, I have my soulmate there, but I'm with this person who I'm madly in love with. And so I thought about that. I was like, wow, if that was even a thing, you know what I'm saying? Is that a thing, that if that actually happened? And I'm curious to know what you guys are saying about the poll. So if you didn't have a chance, please answer the poll. And the poll is basically, if you're married to someone and you take a test and find out that your soulmate is out there and it's not to the person you're married to, would you like leave the person that you're with to be with your soulmate? I mean, I don't know. That's a kind of crazy thing, because to me, I feel like, you know, your heart falls in love who your heart is. And even though you might take a test and you scientifically you match up with that person perfectly, but then it goes back to the old saying that opposites, attract each other. So, and I don't like, I'm still looking at it, they're doing the episodes and stuff like that. I don't really know how they're coming up with the science. Are they coming up based on, it's more likely to be with this person if you take the test based on these things scientifically? I don't know. I don't know. But the question today, well, first of all, did you watch the did you watch the series called Soulmate? Did you watch that? And what do you guys think about it? And if you're listening to me live, please leave your comments. And then, of course, if you're coming back at another time and you're listening to that, please leave your comments, because I'm curious to know. And of course, if you're live, because I don't think that you guys can actually check the poll out later. I don't think you can answer the poll. I think this is just for when you're live and stuff like that. So please answer the poll. I'm curious to know what you guys think about that and everything else like that. So I thought it was like a real interesting concept, because just imagine you're with somebody that you're madly in love with. You have that cute beginning relationship story, that you tell at the dinner table with all your friends, how you met and all that other good stuff. And you have your memories, but then you go through your dry spells where it's like, you did all of the adventurous things. You went out to dinner for the first time, you kissed each other for the first time, you had your kids, you looked for your house together, bought your first car together, just things that you did. But now life is life, and then now you're settling down, and now all of a sudden all the things that glitter, that you're thinking that glittered back when you first got together, you're starting to really know the person, but you're in love with them. You're in love with them, so you kind of deal with it in a sense. You kind of, I don't know, you kind of just like, I love this person. So, you break up with somebody, but emotionally, when you guys get, when not break up, but when you fight with somebody, but then emotionally, after you fight, it's like the chemistry between you two is so intense, because now it's like, I'm sorry, you're hugging, you're loving up on each other. And then while you're fighting and stuff, all of a sudden you find out you find out that there's a soulmate out there for you. And you're like, oh my gosh, I don't, I'm kind of like, I don't know. My thing is, is that, that to me is, I don't know, is it cheating in a sense that you're kind of thinking about somebody else? Ooh, honey, I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the whole Q&A question, and then of course the poll question. That's a crazy one. For me, I kind of feel like I wouldn't take the test because I don't want that to be the thing to break up my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to be the thing that, like, why are you adding that into the equation of your relationship? You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. You guys are quiet today. Nobody's talking. Must be a hot subject. I am so curious to know what you guys think about the whole situation. I don't know if you're answering the poll, but please answer the poll. Let me know what you think. So far, only two people really answered the poll, and the poll basically says that no, you wouldn't, Um, but it is a good storyline, isn't it, right? I mean, that's very interesting. And it looks like there's different versions of that storyline because so many so many people has done that subject and everything. So anyway, you guys, Ken came on yesterday, Mr. Ken Canyon. He is a coach, a relationship coach. And we talk about, different we talked about different relationships, situations and stuff like that. It was real exciting to have him on the show yesterday. It really was. I was nervous because I wasn't sure. I mean, I was nervous because, first of all, I have to, you know, because we did it live, so I have to make sure the chat is chatting, and then I had to just, make sure that I put up the right things. And I had an intro that was set for him that was like on point. It was really cute. I worked really hard on that intro. And guess what? If you notice in the beginning, it says replay. It wasn't a replay, it was just going live at that time. So I was like, dang. But I'm not taking it down. I'm going to leave it up. I want you guys to go ahead, please check it out, leave your comments and stuff like that. Definitely come for your comments for Ken. Ken is not only is he a relationship and communications coach, he's also an MTV star. He was, oh god, well, just look at the video. I don't have all of that information in front of me, but what I'm really excited about is that happens to play the relationship coach, and Decisions Are Never Black and White, which is streaming on Amazon Video, and then Tubi TV, which is free. So definitely go ahead and check it out. And basically, what that show is about, it gives different scenarios, about people's relationship, how they would handle it, how they get themselves into those situations. And I think the title, Decisions Are Never Black and White, I think it's perfect. I mean, whoever came up with the title, they did a really good job. And like I already told you guys, episode 1 through 3 got me. I'm ready for the rest of them. Now, he did say that when they do, because I'm an aspiring actress. I've been in a couple of independent movies. Uh, one of them, one of them, basically, well, is it one? Yeah, one of them season. What is it? No, it's part 1 and part 2 of Walls of Secret actually made it onto Tubi TV, and I got a part. Portia Love is in there. So what he did mention is that I can audition for season 2. So y'all pray for me on that one. Y'all pray for me on that one. And y'all pray for a sister. Because, I mean, I would be excited. And I would be interested in what scenario would I be in. Ooh, honey. So that's cool. Oh, speaking about actors and actresses, my friend Harry Burnett, she just finished I don't know if you guys ever watched the TV one where it's real life stories that happen to people, and so they do the reenactment. She just got a part. Well, she's done it a couple of times, but she just got a recent part, and that's going to be coming out pretty soon. And so I'm excited about that. So if you guys check out my me and her talking about the Ace Awards, you'll see who she is, and her name is Harry Burnett. Very excited for her and everything. Very excited, very excited. So guys, don't forget to hit the poll. Only two people answer the poll. I'm very curious to see what you guys think. Yeah, don't forget to hit the poll. Yeah, but yeah, guys, pray for me on that one because look, go back and see the video. He mentions it on there, and I'm very excited about that. So if I can get a part on that, honey, I'm praying. I'm praying. Of course, I got to audition. I mean, they don't just be handing stuff out. So I'll definitely go ahead and audition for it and everything. Ugh. So if you hear, I'm sitting here doing my hair, um, getting it ready, you know, getting it ready for this weekend. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so guys, please let me know what you think about the whole TV series Soulmates. And basically, if you're married and you're in a loving relationship, would you take a test to find out if that person is actually your soulmate? Or basically, should you take the test before you even bother to get married? I mean, why would you put the other person through that situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do something like that? I feel like if you're going to take a test like that, maybe you should take that test prior to you guys getting married, prior to you getting into this loving relationship that, you basically like you're in love with this person. I don't, I'm like if I'm strongly against the whole taking, because just imagine, like, it's like you put yourself in the shoes that you'll be the person who takes that test, but what if the person you're madly in love with decides to take that test? Now you're competing with somebody that neither him or you ever met, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. But that show got me. It got me. I watched a couple of episodes of it, before I had to close my eyes. I've been trying to get to bed a little bit earlier and stuff like that. Yeah. So if you're listening to this and this is not live, definitely leave your comments. Let me know what you think about it. Um, and then the next time I go live, I'll talk about it and everything else like that. Oh gosh. Look at that. Gonna get that here together. Ooh, I'm dropping my stuff. Yeah. So yeah, that's the big question and stuff like that. I was curious just to let you guys know, and then also too, definitely guys, please support and check out that video that I did with Ken Cannon. He's an actor. He's a communication and relationship. He's a communications and relationship coach, and he's also an actor. He's an author and a podcaster. Dude is doing the most. He's doing a lot. So please support by watching that and everything. And then I got more interviews set up too, which I'm pretty excited about. So I'm kind of seeing if I can get some more of the cast members that was on Decisions Never Black and White, that was on Tubi TV. I'm reaching out to them, so pray for me that I get to have that interview with them. I especially would love to interview uh, the one, a couple of the, let me see, Charlie Brown. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm drinking my coffee too. I got over, well, I don't know if it's a cold. I don't know what it is, allergies, because I'm sneezing and that's about the most that's happening to me, but I don't know what it is. But anyway, pray for me, guys, that I could get this interview with Charlie Brown. Oh my gosh, I really want to get that interview. So if you want to know who Charlie Brown is an up and coming actor. If you never heard about him before, please go ahead and Google him. He travels around all over. He loves theater, so he does a lot of theater, but he's also the gentleman who is in the first episode of Decisions Are Never Black and White. So he plays the love interest opposite of Latanya Sims. And so it's Simpson Sims. I hope I'm not saying her name wrong, but I would love to get him on the show. So pray for me, fingers crossed, that I can get him on the show. And so, of course, if you guys got any questions for the guests who come on my show, you can email me like now. Can I do? Go ahead. Communication moderation tips. No. So when I'm doing this from my phone, I can't really post stuff like I want to on here. So anyway, pray for me that I get that interview with him. And then also Latanya is another person I love to interview. I love to interview maybe hopefully a lot of people from that cast. It would be just like if I can get a group interview. But if I could just get one or two people from there, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. And oh my gosh, imagine if I auditioned for that season 2. Oh my gosh. First of all, y'all gotta go out and watch it. It's on Tubi TV. It has a lot of streams on it because they've already posted on their social media about almost a month ago. It had 200,000 streams on it, which that's really good for an independent series. I love the concept because it's a series and each episode is a different episode. I love TV shows like that, where it's like it's the same concept, you know, it's about decisions. Just like when I was talking to you guys about soulmate, it's about the same concept about people taking the test and soulmate, but they tell you different scenarios and stuff like that. And I love shows like that. I really do. And it has encouraged me because I started writing and I'm writing something very similar to that. And with a little bit of Donna Denise Walker twist on it. So I'm sitting here drinking some black coffee. I was told that it helps lose weight. So I'm in desperate. I'm always going to be talking about this, guys. I thought that one day I would say, "Oh, I lost my weight. I'm at my perfect weight, and life is good." And then life really happens, and I gain the weight back, and then I lose it, and I gain it again. So anyway, I was reading up, and then I was told by a doctor, a nutritionist to be exact, that if you drink coffee, it's really good for you. It helps with migraine headaches. It helps with high blood pressure. I'm assuming it's the caffeine in it. And then if you drink it black, it also helps with critiquing or helping you with losing weight. But of course, I am not an expert. And people tell you stuff and then you try to relate it. It also comes in a third party package. So I'm not gospel. Definitely look it up. And if it's something that you want to try, I suggest you go to your doctor, nutritionist, which that's what I did. So I'm trying to figure out different ways to still enjoy the things that I love to enjoy eating, but being able to eat them without the consequences that all of this crazy weight. You know what? When I first came on here, I apologize that this is going to be a live where I'm just doing my avatar because yeah, I'm doing the most. I'm trying to I'm doing my hair, I'm cleaning up, I'm cooking, and I'm also trying to get ready for a special event that's going on. So, but I do show my face. So this is not a channel where I'm always doing my avatar. I don't. I do show my face. I do lives where I'm cooking. It's not a cooking channel though. Where I'm cooking, and then of course I'm interviewing some amazing people, which I talked about earlier, which is communication coach. I keep wanting to say Coach Carter, but it's Coach Cannon, Coach Ken Cannon to be exact. He's also an actor that is in, he plays the relationship coach in Decisions Are Never Black and White. Just look him up. But anyway, I know I'm saying a lot. I do show my face, but not right now, so I apologize on that. I apologize. But yeah, I'm just trying to get ready for this event that's happening literally this Sunday. But I can't afford to go to the hairdresser or get my girl to do my hair. Speaking about her, her name is Goddess Transformation, and she does hair, and she is freaking amazing. And you'll hear me talk about her every once in a while. But guess what, y'all? I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my little gossip in the YouTube streets talking about Krishan and Blueface. Oh my God, that has hit. It's hit the they're literally calling it the circus, and I'm of course I would say allegedly, but allegedly, but allegedly I'm hearing it from directly from Blueface's mom. She's calling the whole ordeal a circus too. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the young lady who does my hair. How about, what is it called when they take a clip to get you, just to basically, oh my God, what is it called, guys? When somebody takes a clip of you and just to kind of get, you talk about the subject, but you're the person who's talking about, they do a clip. But anyway, they did that for my girl, and I'm so proud of her, because that's big stuff, because she is also a content creator. She's really big on TikTok. She's known as the goddess underscore transformation, and if you look her up on on Instagram, you'll see like she does hair and stuff like that. That's how I know her. But it was quite interesting to the fullest to actually see her being quoted in the whole Blueface and Krishan Rock situation. So she's giving her little standpoint on it, or is it called standpoint? I'd be doing the most over here. Her viewpoint. She's giving her viewpoint. And so I think if she's up to it, I would love to bring her on my show so she could talk about her channel. And I'm very proud of her. I love to see when people who, they're like, this is what I want to do, and they do it and they become successful at it, or they're on their way of becoming successful at it. So, you know, she would be another that um, I would love to interview. But sorry, who's this? Hill? Paige Hill, I'm sorry that I didn't show my face, but girl, life be life, and not today, not today. But I will. I'll come on here another time and stuff like that. Oh, guys, so I was kind of hoping you guys would get into the topic and the conversation. 3 votes. Oh, there's 3 votes. So one more person voted. Oh my gosh. So somebody actually said, so here's the question, guys. Is if you took a soulmate test and it wasn't with the one you are married to, oh my gosh, I messed it up. Is would you leave your spouse? No wonder nobody's checking it out. It's a would you leave? It's supposed to. Oh no. Would you leave? I did say that. Would you leave your spouse? Girl, I need my glasses. I need my glasses. And so It's a total of 3 votes. So I guess 2 of you guys said no, and one of you guys said yes. I don't know if they're still on here. But if you are, I wish they would like tell me what they mean by that. Me, like I said before, I wouldn't want to do that because I feel like I'm putting myself and I'm kind of putting myself and my spouse through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like what I do think and what I do feel and what I do think makes sense if in fact if you take that test before you get married. You know what I'm saying? And then make the decision whether or not you want to be like go through it because although science is science, but chemistry is a lot different. And when you're in love with somebody, you're in love with somebody. And it'll be nice to know if this is your soulmate so you don't feel like you're wasting your time. But, why take the test after you're married? Take it before and make that decision together whether you want to move forward with it. That's my deal. That's my deal. That's my spiel and everything. Y'all. So, eh, man, I think I need to ooh, Jesus, this here. Ugh, y'all don't want to see it. It's misery loves company with this hair. So anyway, yeah, so I came on here because I really wanted to know what you guys think because I watched, like, that's another thing that kept me up yesterday. It kept me up, and I was really upset about that. Well, no, I wasn't upset. I was excited about, when you're watching TV, you're like, oh, this is a good show, and you wind up watching another episode, another. So now I got to cut it off because I'm like, this is good. The concept of it was good. If I was to rate it, I would actually give it an 8 out of 10. And only the reason why I don't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I like shows that'll have more action. So that would be more of my choice. You guys might give it a 10 out of 10. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's actually a really good show. The concept of it has me like, dang. Has me like, dang. Um, you know, that's that. I'm trying to get maybe one more person to answer the poll. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But you know what? At least we being honest out here. You know what I'm saying? At least we being honest. Some people be like, I would never do that. I would never take a soulmate test after I married somebody. But low key, would you? Would you? Would you? Hold on, guys. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, low key, would you take that test? And if you took that test, I mean, here, don't forget to answer the poll. Nobody sees who answers the poll if you want to know anyway. You'll be like, ooh. I don't know who answered. It's anonymous. It's anonymous. So far, the poll is if you took a soulmate test. Okay, so if you're married, here's the thing. If you're married and they came up with this test, which they do have tests out there like this, but this right here, the concept is that it's like it's scientifically put together. I don't know what time period is. I'm assuming the time period of the whole situation is something kind of past 2025. I know one thing. When I was young, when I was a little girl, and somebody told me 2025, I knew there would be the Jetsons going around. I knew that, there'll be just so we just be doing so the most. And in a sense we are. Who knows? There might be a test out there that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? There might just be a test out there that we don't know about. There just might be a test out there that we don't know about that is scientifically proven who your soulmate is out there. That would be crazy, right? That would be crazy. But I still I'm curious to know what you guys think. Don't forget to do the poll. You know, I'm curious to know what you guys think. And sorry that this is the avatar again, but I do my lives. All right, guys. So I'm finished with the one portion where get my hair done and all that other good stuff. But yeah, I like to shout out a couple of folks before I get off of here. So if you went live with me today, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Paige Hill, I apologize for my avatar, but there will be sometimes I'll come on here with just my avatar, especially if I'm in a location where people don't really want me to show their stuff and I really want to go on live to tell you guys something. I'll probably do my avatar. But for the most part, um, I am live in the flesh Monday through Thursday. Sometimes I'll be uploading videos too. But for the most part, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm cooking, uploading videos. I have amazing interviews like I just did. So I definitely want to go ahead and shout out a couple of folks. Just this week, I want to shout out the people who came and did the interview with me. The ladies from behind the scenes of Beauty and Me. We're getting ready to do like a big event right here in Raleigh. Um, on the 16th. So you guys definitely join a sister with that. I'm real nervous about it, guys. I really am, but I'm actually doing what I love to do. So I'm going to be behind the scenes. I'm going to be talking with people. I will be live. So if you guys like to go live with me, here are the different places that I'll be going live. I'm going to go live directly on Patreon. Okay, those are going to be some exclusive behind the scenes right there on Patreon. And then I'm also going live on here on YouTube, and I'll be going live on TikTok as well. And we'll be filming behind the scenes too, so those videos will be uploaded much later. But those are for, and of course, if you can't make it, you can check out the lives. But if you're there, catch me and let's do an interview while you're there on the scene. Um, yeah, it's called Beauty is Me. This is their fourth annual Beauty is Me. I'm very excited. So the ladies behind the scenes came on, and I want to thank them so much for coming on my show and talking about it. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go to my page on YouTube, go to my video, and you'll see the behind the scenes of Beauty is Me. So definitely go ahead and check it out. And then also to thank you to all of the people in the past that have done interviews with me. I did a couple of replays this week, which was pretty cool. I replayed Joshua T. Shipman, who is a up and coming actor. He's been in the Hardee's commercial. He is the voice of the Hardee's commercial and some Hardee's commercial, which is pretty cool. He came on my show and he talked about it. I also showed the commercials of it. I also replayed my boy Gary Hines. He talks about Sounds of Blackness, which I'm so proud of him. He is a director of a 3-time Grammy Award winning group called Sounds of Blackness. And he was on my show this week. He came on. So that interview is up. I did that directly through YouTube, which was pretty cool. And then, of course, oh, I'm sorry. And then, of course, of course, let me share this one more time before I come off here. Okay. Share. Yeah, so I'm definitely shouting out folks, and I wanted to do that. I love giving people their flowers now. Thank you to Gary Hines for coming on directly through YouTube with it. That interview was really amazing. I'm gonna tell you a little uh, tidbit about that. I the sound was not very good at all on my end. You guys, when I saw the video, man, it doesn't look like we had sound issues at all. So thank you, YouTube. You fixed it. But I couldn't hear everything he was saying. So I might have been repeating some questions over again. But he's been on my show before. And I've had some amazing interviews with him. There's even one video where I'm showing their video of Sounds of Blackness. Oh my gosh, it is so cool. So shout out to Gary Hines. Thank you so much for coming on the show, and the honor is mine. And then who else I want to shout out to? I want to also shout out Ken Canyon for coming on the show. Thank you so much, Ken. I want to shout you out so much. And who else? The beauty is my, oh, that's, and then of course my girl, her name is Goddess Transformation. She does hair. She does my hair. She does my husband's hair. She does an amazing job on my husband's hair. And he loves her so much that, like, he don't even let me touch his hair anymore. He's like, no, let's call our daughter. She's our make-believe daughter. We call her our daughter. She's a content creator, and I would love to bring her on the show so she could talk about her TikTok content creator. She's really good. She's and she got mentioned in somebody else's video that has millions of viewers. That's pretty big. That's big stuff right there. So shout out, and very proud of you, sis. What else? What else? All right, so that's my shout outs. I wanted to shout out everybody. I want to shout you guys out for subscribing to my channel. You guys are freaking amazing. I'm going to thank you guys so much. I want to thank you guys for your encouragement and your uh, emails that you guys send me. It's a lot. And a lot of times it's not necessarily to talk about a subject or a request to be on a show or a meal request. Sometimes it's just words of encouragement, like keep going, don't give up, don't allow people to, deter you in different ways, and it's really like motivational. It's this lady, I'm gonna break my cart. No, actually, she did give me permission. She did. She gave me permission, and her name is Mary. And I'm not going to give her last name, okay? But she doesn't ever. She doesn't send me emails to, what you call it. She doesn't send me emails to talk about subjects for the show or food subjects or even to be a guest on my show. She sends me motivational emails, and her emails are always like basically don't give up, keep going. I'm very proud of you. You're motivating not only me but other people out there. You know, there was a comment that was put my onto my YouTube page while I was doing a live. And, on my live, people come on, they listen for a couple of minutes, they come off. And then if they actually have time, some people stay, they talk to me, they leave a couple comments. And then they be like, all right, I got to go to bed. I got to go. I'm out of here, whatever, right? And so there was this one comment, which based me to do a whole thing on it. Should we care what other people think? So Mary sent me an email, and she was like, basically, don't allow people to dictate what you're worth. don't allow people to take space in your head. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to shout Mary out. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. I want to shout Mary out, and I want to say thank you for sending your emails because they come right on time. You know what I'm saying? They really do. They come at a time where sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I mean, I could see if I'm on here being horrible towards people, but I'm not. I could see if I'm on here talking trash, but I'm not. I'm actually trying to give flowers, let you guys know about people that may never have been on your radar, or people who have blessed me and decided to come on my show, or just talk about subjects that matter to all of us. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody to come and just email me just because and tell me to keep going, Mary, I want to shout you out and say thank you from the bottom of my heart. This means a lot. It really does. I wanted to actually get everything in on this video. Uh, and then also too, I wanted to shout out my mom, of course. She's my ride or die chick, my husband, of course, and my kids for, supporting me and seeing something in me that maybe I don't see. And then I want to shout you guys out again, okay? And say thank you for even subscribing to my channel and coming back and seeing what I got to talk about and share my channel with your friends and family. And if this is your first time ever coming to my channel and you like what you hear, or there's a certain part of my channel that you really like, please support me by subscribing to my channel and sharing this video and other videos like with your friends and family. I would really appreciate it. And thank you so much. So guys, so tomorrow I'm actually going to go live again, but I'll be in the flesh. It won't be my avatar. I'll be in the flesh. And I'm I'm actually going to either be cooking or I'm going to be going to a location and doing a review. But the dish that I'm cooking, I'm actually making a cake, like a cake, and I'm also going to do what I told you guys I was going to do before. I'm going to go ahead and do it because I know you guys were like, well, you said you was going to do it and you ain't did it yet. I'm going to be making a lemon butter sauce. I tried it out. It's my own personal recipe and I would love to share it with you guys. And I'm going to make it to go on my vegetables. And you could put it on anything. You could put it on chicken. You could put it on rice if you want to. What else? You could put it on, what other stuff you can put it on? You could put it on some other stuff as well. So I'm going to be making that. And the reason why I'm giving maybe that or that is because there's talks in my house that we might go out to eat tomorrow. So if we go out to eat, I'm definitely going to do my review. So please join me tomorrow. Uh, hit that notification bell so you'll let you know exactly what time I'm coming on. I'm not putting a time to it because I got a lot of things to do tomorrow, including getting ready for this big event. So I don't want to put a time to it and have to either up it or down it. So just hit the notification bell, and if you can catch it live, if not, or put it as a come back to and come back to it at another time, I would appreciate that. That would be really cool. That's cool beans. Oh gosh. And thank you guys for watching my videos. And one more thing before I go, and it's the most important thing. I gotta say this to you guys. I love you, man.